Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Callie and I make skincare, health and wellness, and general lifestyle type videos. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. But today, I'm going to be telling you guys how to get into shape for any event that you have, whether it be like summer or a big event, or just to achieve a personal goal, really. One of my New Year's resolutions this year was to get back on the healthy train and to make more of an effort to be active. And I haven't failed yet, which is so exciting. I've never stuck to exercising like for more than a month at a time, and so it being now April and I still exercise, it's quite the achievement for me, really. So in an effort to make the transition to living a more healthy and active lifestyle a bit easier on you guys, I'm going to tell you guys about 6 ways that I've implemented into my life that will help you guys get in shape for whatever you've got going on. And if there's any tips that you have that you want to share with me or with everybody else, leave them in the comment section down below so we can all help each other achieve our health and fitness goals. Okay, so let's just get started. My first tip is to find a why. You need to connect your fitness and health goals with a why. This is very important because with eating healthy and exercising, it's so easy to fall off the bandwagon. So you really need a goal or a personal connection with it to hold you more accountable to achieving and sticking with it. So for me, my why is that I'm getting married this year and I want to feel my best and just my best version of myself when I walk down the aisle. It's like one of the, like for me at least, it's like a big culmination moment in life, and so I just want to be my best version of myself when it happens. However, your why doesn't have to be as concrete as mine is. It could be as simple as you just want to feel healthier, or you just want to feel more confident in yourself. It really doesn't matter what your why is, it just needs to be able to motivate you to keep going and to hold yourself accountable to your goals. And really, they're only your goals because they're important to you, and so essentially, just don't let yourself down. So tip number 2 is to reassess your portion sizes. This is a very important one for me right now. Reassessing your portion sizes can be super beneficial for your health and fitness goals. It will keep you from overeating and help you better understand what your body actually needs. I think this is most beneficial for you mentally because I think a lot of the times I find that I think I need more food than I actually do just because I love food and I love to eat, which is like a problem. You kind of need to keep yourself in check because a lot of the time I find myself overeating and then I'm crazy full and I'm mad at myself because I just ate until I'm like uncomfortably full, and that's like the worst feeling in the entire world. For me, I do this by eating more slowly and going back for seconds and then writing down what I'm eating throughout the day. So first, I eat more slowly because it helps me better assess when I'm full, and so like it gives my body a second to analyze what's happening and like tell me when I should be done eating instead of just like scarfing down all my food and then just being like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten so much. Do you know what I mean? And so then second, I start with smaller serving sizes, and then if I'm still hungry after I eat my like first small serving, then I will go back for more. But it just kind of implements a little pause in my meal that I can stop and make sure that I'm reassessing whether I'm actually hungry or if I just really loved the dinner I just made and I want more of it. And then finally, writing down what you eat throughout the day helps you keep accountable to your goals and keep track of what your actual portion sizes are so you can implement them in the future. But also, it kind of helps you monitor your mindless snacking, which I do a lot of the times, especially when I'm at home studying. And I'm just like, oh, I'll just have an apple. And then like an hour later, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have some chips and salsa. And like by the time you're end of the day and like it's time for dinner and you've like completely forgotten about all of your snacking that you've done. So I think writing down what you've eaten throughout the day is a really great way to kind of make like keep on top of yourself. Yeah, so by reassessing your portion sizes, it's really the perfect way to kind of reset yourself and to teach yourself how to stop eating when you're full. So tip number 3 is to make fruit your dessert. For me at least, the whole reason behind having dessert in the first place is not really because I am craving ice cream. It's just because I really just need a different taste in my mouth after you're done eating. It's a palate change, if you will. So this year, instead of having my little ice cream bonbons or ice cream sandwiches from Trader Joe's, I've been getting dried mango or just like a bunch of fruit that I can snack on after dinner. And that is a much healthier version of getting the palate change that sometimes you really crave after you're done eating, instead of having a little chunk of chocolate or something else like that. I do think this works better for me because I do tend to like fruit flavored items more than chocolate or like more unhealthy options, I think. And eating fruit fruit for dessert is also beneficial because it's probably lower in calories than whatever dessert you're choosing to opt for usually, and it's natural, it's from the ground, so it's definitely less processed than whatever else that you could be choosing. And it has more nutritional benefits, so it's really just a win-win-win on the fruit. Plus, if you do it for long enough, which was my initial goal of this, is that it'll help reprogram your brain to crave fruit for dessert instead of the chocolate and gross unhealthy alternative things that you would usually want. So tip number 4 is to prioritize movement. This is so important for everybody in the 21st century because as a whole, our lives are pretty sedentary and we don't move a whole lot. Personally, I don't really like exercising, so I avoid going to the gym as much as possible. However, you can still be healthy without going to the gym. And even if you go to the gym, but you sit at a desk all day and you don't move, that doesn't really mean that you're active or healthy. My first recommendation is that every hour that you're sitting down, you make sure that you get up and you walk around for a couple of minutes, and then you come back to your work. This is a good way to get your body moving throughout the day and kind of breaks up that sedentary lifestyle. And secondly, great thing, one of the best things I've done is to get a fitness tracker of some sort, whether it be an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or something like that, to monitor your steps throughout the day. This is really key because it makes you realize how little you actually move, and it also, like, mine sends me notifications to make sure I stand up if I've been just sitting for so long. So it's a really good way to make sure that you're incorporating movement more into your daily life. And plus, those little reminders of getting your 10,000 steps every day, or like making sure that you stand up at least once during like your 12 hours of the day. That's a really great way to get your body moving and helping you stay on the healthy and active lifestyle train. Tip number 5 is to know yourself. So this one, it goes hand in hand with prioritizing movement, and this is probably like the most important tip that I can give you from personal experience, at least. It is best if you're trying to lose weight or get into shape for some event or whatever to get some kind of exercise in. It doesn't have to mean any specific type of exercise. Like, you don't have to lift weights, you don't have to run, like whatever you assume exercise means when you first like think of it. You don't have to do that. You can find your own thing. For my first 23 years of life, I've learned a little bit about myself, and I'm guessing that you've learned some about yourself along your travels as well. And so I know that I don't really like exercising if I get out of breath, and I don't really like cardio, and I'm the biggest homebody in the world. And so after I spend all day at school and work, I just want to come chill at home. So going somewhere to exercise is kind of out of the question for me, and so is something that involves a lot of like cardio and like running and getting out of breath. It's just doesn't sound appealing to me. And so those type of exercise activities are not things that I'm going to stick to. So back in January, when I started exercising regularly, I made sure that I didn't start with those things that I hate about exercising. I started with super short Pilates and bar workouts that I did at home. It was much more accustomed to things that I like, and I was more likely to stick to it because I didn't hate it. And I wasn't like forcing myself to do something that I like despised. And because I didn't hate it, I was much more likely to stick to it. I can tell you, 4 months since then, that it's worked wonders. My favorite at-home workouts are the little Pilates videos on YouTube by Bailey Brown. Love them. So after about 2 months of exercising fairly regularly, I started to incorporate more intense workouts into my routine, and a little like hit here and there, I guess you could say. But again, this is like where you need to know yourself and know what you're gonna like and not like, and what you're gonna stick to and what you're probably not going to, because I knew that like once I was in a groove and was enjoying the little bit of Pilates and stuff that I was doing, I could push myself a little bit farther, but I wasn't about to go on like a 10-mile run. Do you know what I mean? Every step of the way is what I'm trying to say, and like your exercise journey, I guess, you need to know yourself and know what you like. And if you want to live an active lifestyle, you need to make sure that you're doing exercise that you enjoy. So when I want to challenge myself, I make my own little home workout with exercises that I really love, and I avoid the ones that I don't like. For these, I tend to use the Sarah's Day Sissy Timer app, and I usually either use one of her set routines and I sub in the exercises that I like for ones I don't like, or there's a part of the app where you can create your own workout with like the rounds, reps, and like all that kind of stuff. So you can set up your own timer regime, which I really like because I've started to accustom the workouts that I do to make me want to do them more. I don't like doing one exercise over and over and over again until fail. That's boring to me. I don't want to feel like I can't walk the next day. And so I like to do one leg exercise, one arm, one ab, one like back. I don't know. But like I like to split it up like that so I'm not bored and I don't feel like I'm dying. The long story short is to make sure that you stay really realistic with your expectations of what types of exercise you are most likely to stick to. That will make it way, way, way easier to stick to an active lifestyle, like, and telling it from experience that it works. So my last tip is to stock your fridge with healthy foods. This is a really big one in my book because I think it's so beneficial to keep a bunch of healthy foods around and surround yourself with healthy things, because it just makes it so much easier to make the decision to eat healthy when that's all you have to eat. So you have really no choice but to eat healthy. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like because it really supports my channel, and make sure to subscribe and tick the notification bell because I put out new videos every Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!